How's it going this week?
Good, good. We started making calls today for the webinar.
Sweet. Which webinar?
Yeah. I'm going all full in on SaaS, and yeah, and so I got a database in my Cloud Leads software that's 25,000 kairos. So myself and potential business partner, we got on the phone. We each did about
selling your Cloud Leads software at some point.
No.
Why not?
Because I just don't have the infrastructure to support it. My programmer is in La La Land, and I need to focus just on, when you start what we have with HighLevel, for the money we get it's literally a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I mean, you look at what Charles has done.
How do you white label anything at $4.97 a month and make this much money?
And get support, with Stenley
we're talking like Dwayne money.
I know it's literally mind blowing.
It is.
And then I don't know if you saw a play. It's a 𝙒𝙖𝙣𝙩. You know what 𝙒𝙖𝙑
yes,
is?
I have. Yeah.
So play, this guy is going to eat 𝙒𝙖𝙑𝙗's lunch in no time at all.
I was looking at play because like everybody's all 𝙒𝙖𝙑, and play actually looked like it was a little more polished.
Play is, first of all, handles all platforms. I think they're going to be even have Bing in there in a minute, and they have full-blown AI integration, meaning that you don't have to go use this third party. You don't have to go to this page, use AI and create your ads. It literally uses AI right in the ad building. Yep. in full real time. So I'm looking at that and I'm going, the agency model is dead. If you haven't figured that one out yet, just wait a year and a half from now.
Mm-hmm.
It is literally dead.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what though? Here's the thing. On Alignable, there are so many marketing companies that are still doing ads for people. Like tons of them. Social media marketing agencies.
I think I'm one thing I haven't been able to get my head around is what my deck is going to be about and how deep I'm going to go in, because my whole thing is around AI, and you need to look at AI in your business before your competitors do. Mm-hmm. But I think my story and my hook on the front end is, I'm basically pulling back the curtain that the rest of the digital agency space doesn't want me to share with you.
Uh-oh. You're going to have to put that up there on your thing, like, watch it now before it gets taken down. Those old crappy. Yeah. They're trying to keep this hidden.
Yeah, I just bought Webinar Kit. I just bought that. He's running a sale right now. So I bought that for
so basically with Webinar Kit, are they still doing something kind of like the classic like Webinar Jam style?
Yes. So what they have is, for right now, for the year, I less than $150, $250. I got there with their OTO. I got automated webinars. But one of the things I like what they do is they do almost live, where you could be running your presentation and be doing Q&A in the background live, right?
Okay.
So I like that. But they're just launching their own live one. And so their OTO2 is, picking up running lives. And eventually I'm going to move towards running ads on this stuff. And so I want to have, a just in time, and then have like 4 or 5 dates during the week that I don't have to set up, and just make that top of funnel.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm doing.
Nice.
Yep. So yeah, we're using the phone right now to do the outreach. Cloud Leads works fantastic. The approach that we're doing is that since we're calling on kairos, we know we're not getting the Cairo or getting, basically someone who answers the phone, and we're qualifying to see if they handle social media, booking appointments, that type of stuff.
Mhm.
And if they do, or even if they don't, it says, well, can you email us stuff? No. We just want to give you a website address. And I give them the website address, and I then push them into HighLevel for a voicemail follow-up if they don't sign up.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's we'll see how it goes. So the 18th is when we're doing our first one. Then we're going to do one every month. But eventually, once we get dialed in, I'd like to run, something on a more automated process up with ads.
Very cool.
What about you, Dwayne? What are you doing?
Yeah. What's up, Dwayne?
Yeah, not much. Just getting ready to do the review side of it. Getting prepared for that.
Are you ready to see some really cool stuff with the review side?
Awesome. Yes.
You're gonna
Always.
like I just wired this up today, and I'm gonna be putting it into my funnel. So it's coming. It's gonna be part of the review stuff. So, and my review cards are getting here Monday. So
Okay.
should be
So
cool.
I'm still like 2 weeks out for those things. I guess they had a 3-day holiday out there or
Oh, man,
something.
they always have like national holidays. All the time.
So yeah, so mine's still on hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't order anything in January. from
Yeah,
China.
never order anything like in the beginning of the year.
Mhm. Beginning of the year.
Basically, Chinese New Year,
You won't see it for 6 weeks, 7 weeks. They literally take the whole month of January off.
Yep, January's dead.
Yeah.
That's something. You know what? That's gonna be something good to put in the SOP. Don't order in January.
Don't order in January because
Yep.
you will not get it.
Well, and there's a lot of people who just like they haven't ordered stuff, from China ever, so they don't know. So
Yeah, this will be a first for me.
very cool. Awesome. What kind of wins you got this week? Anybody signed up or anything else or?
I got an accountant from a trade show that
Nice.
very seriously looking at it, looking at lead generation for him, which is kind of tough with accountants.
Yeah,
like-
that's a very boring niche.
Yeah, it's like once you have an accountant, you never want to leave them usually, or if you don't have one, you're not really looking for one.
Yeah.
So it's a fine line to find a good
Every
one.
time I've gotten an accountant, I've always sat him down and said, listen, I want you to do everything you can all the way up to the point of being illegal and then take a little step back.
Yep.
That's how much I don't want to pay taxes. So just don't get me audited. That's all that, and I'm happy.
Denial. Wasn't me.
Yeah. Like take me almost all the way up to like Al Capone level, then back it off a little bit and we're good.
Dwayne, so are you focused still on agency stuff?
Not so much. I want to get more to the review side only, rather
Okay.
than do the full blown agency.
Okay.
Just because it's more quicker, it's not as much back end work,
Mhm.
and it's easier to explain. And you're not competing with a bunch of other agencies right now.
Or what about SaaS and all the AI goodness?
Yeah, I'm going to have it, but it's going to be one of those things where I select the clients more so than bring them all on and take everyone that's there.
Yeah.
I've seen everyone's approach from charging, $5,000 a month to the $9.99 or $95 a month, and it's a widespread.
Yeah.
Or for reviews?
No, for SaaS.
Yeah.
For SaaS.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the Charles method, $297. That's it.
Oh, well, I think $297 for Charles, but if you throw in Play, I think you can get another couple $100 a month.
Is Play white labeled?
Yes.
Okay.
And it fully integrates into
Well,
HighLevel.
You could
Oh,
offer
wow.
that. Yeah, you could offer that as
add-on.
as an upsell, and then just turn on the link for that location
Mhm.
side menu if they want it. So,
Yeah, I think that's how I'm going. I like Charles's model of $297/$397, depending upon the niche. I have a kid here who lives in the apartment complex. He says, I want to start this new software, and he's 22. And I said, well, you really need to look at HighLevel. And so he's already putting together an MVP, and he teaches karate. He's like a 3rd-degree black belt. He teaches karate. So he wants to go after the martial arts space heavily with this thing.
You could easily, it's advertising for martial arts is like Jeff Miller actually had like a master class for that.
It's like one of the easiest markets to do lead gen for.
And well, you basically target parents within a certain radius of the dojo.
In the age.
We like have kids with little, like you don't want to make them like look like they're fighting, but you want pictures of kids having fun. There you go. Boom, teaches coordination, self-defense, yada, yada, yada. And then have nurture, follow-up, calls, SMS, the whole thing. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of helping him with that, but he's playing around with somebody else's. He picked up the $497 on a 30-day extended trial through someone's affiliate link, and it gave him something. So no big deal. I did close a half-day business mind mapping session for $2,500. So I'm kind of psyched with that. And that's with a property management company.
Cool.
And that could turn into a very, very, very big opportunity with HighLevel, because she's going to be working a regional real estate company is bringing her on to become the property manager for all of their realtors. And I said, well, why don't you make this available to all real estate agents who want to have their investors and give them some type of fee? So I'm looking at making her, I'm really interested in the affiliate program. I hope Charles jumps on tonight, because I really want to get his thought on, because has his affiliate program set up, and I want to know, what he's doing with it.
Cool.
Is anyone doing anything with the affiliate program yet? That thing is dialed in like sweet.
The affiliate, which one?
HighLevels for us.
Oh yeah, we're trying to like we've got some people. We've actually had some people sign up. We have our webhooks signed, like all assigned. They're all coming into the HighLevel, but they're supposed to be sending in the name, phone, business name. Oh yeah,
I have an update. Yep. So I spoke to them. They're supposed to send name and phone number. So whatever the details are on the order form,
they're
supposed to get that. But
right, we're not getting
the plan details. We don't get the plan details. So I've got.
Well, we're not getting. Yeah, but we're not getting the contact details.
Yeah, I've got a support ticket on for that. So
okay.
I'm trying to chase that.
So I'm confused, because if someone goes and orders, the way I have it set up is that when someone orders one of my plans, they automatically, there's a workflow that you can trigger that you automatically take that contact and add them to the affiliate program. And then from there,
two things. There are two things we're talking. So what Pat's talking about is we being an affiliate for HighLevel.
Oh yeah, the HighLevel affiliate, as opposed to our. No, we've got affiliate. Yeah, we've got like affiliate links for all of our snapshots and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're just using HighLevel for that. Pretty good now.
And I like how the portal is already tied in. They get that dialed in, so now they can get their links, their media, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know if Extendly will support connecting Play? I know they connect UpX, but if you use Extendly to do your onboarding, will they onboard a client for getting their accounts connected to Play?
Play, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I can answer that. I think I use Extendly, and what was explained to me, and I think I remember Charles saying this, is they're really good at supporting their snapshots and such, but when they get a little hands off when it comes to installing other things like a Padlet connection. They won't do that, so you will have to do other third parties. You will have to handle that on your own. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought I heard him say last week that they would handle UpX.
Yes.
UpX, yes. They're official partners with UpX, HighLevel Suite, and like one or two other companies.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
They will do those.
All right. So basically, Play needs to get
with them, because I think Play is going to eat UpX's lunch very quickly.
Yeah, I saw their interview, the Paulson did today. Looks really cool now. I remember Play when it was in AppSumo, and I was about to buy it. I'm like, do I need it? I don't think so. I want it. So I let it go back then, but it's become really good now.
Well, because UpX is only handling Facebook.
Yeah.
And
they're launching Google on Level Up Summit. So Google's coming.
Yeah, but what
Play
handles every single version. They just launched the universal ad in Google. And so they can do display, they can do search, they can do TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I think they're even going to have Bing dropped in here in the very near future.
Oh, nice.
And they're fully integrated with AI. So the AI actually writes the copy.
Yeah. Do you use it? Like, have you used it?
No, I just saw it today and I got like, oh yeah, this is definitely going into
I saw that interview. Yeah.
Absolutely going into the mix.
So Jay, what have you been up to? We didn't check in with you. How's your week?
Oh man, too much to go over. So I got too many irons in the fire, man.
Boy, man, me too.
Yeah. But I'm definitely working Charles' model.
Is it? How's that working out for you?
It's going good. It's going good.
Cool.
I've closed a few and got a lot of partners. And what's interesting is doing the collaborative thing with my partners.
So are you jumping into the alignable networking and all that, or?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Hey, you know what you need? You know what you need to do? Charles sent me like a recording at one point, but when you're in one of those networking, you need to record one.
Oh, something that I'm doing. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Like when you jump into one of those networkings, like just record it, share it.
Man, there's really, I don't know what Charles does, but I will tell you this: Charles is the bomb. Because like I was in, in the alignables, they have, the big in between the networking sessions, they have,
the big question and answers.
Well, they the moderator will ask people, hey, what are you thinking this? Kind of lame stuff. But I was in one with Charles and had two people in a row give him quote unquote shout outs. Hey, just want to let you know, you guys need to talk to Charles. His CRM is amazing. And I was like, whatever he told these people, he is, he's got it going on. He knows how
to hypnotize, man. His voice is like, hypnotic.
He's perfect for marketing technology, isn't he? Because he's boring, but you get the idea that he is squared on straight. Like this guy is safe, trustworthy. He's got it going on. Good old Charles, man. I've sent a few text DMs to him saying, hey, thank you for sharing his model, because it's definitely a better way for me to go. So he's the man.
100%.
If you see this Charles, high five out there, man.
So Charles' whole model is doing networking inside of Alignable.
And other things too. He networks other places too. Like he's definitely
his model is networking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like he hops into this call and he networks as well. So like that.
But he doesn't. He's not running any. Not running any ads. He doesn't run any ads. Right? Like he literally he'll post to his blog. He does his knowledge, his updates, his CRM updates that he loads, and he networks with people. He doesn't actually do any marketing for end clients. He gets them all through his partners. That's it.
Yeah. It's a good model. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm doing an interesting collab. I'm doing a case study with one of my partners. He's a copywriter, and so I'm going to have him do some conversion optimization stuff for a client of mine, and going to create content for it and then put it in my VIP package for my partners. It's cool. Dig it.
Cool.
I do have a question though. If anybody's up for having me ask a stupid question,
no, go.
That might be worth
stupid questions, just stupid people.
That might be good content for this forum. I don't know. So a while back, Pat, you talked about using that pool of numbers option in GoHighLevel for Google Ads, and I'm doing a Google Ads.
A number pool, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing my Google Ads thing for a client, and I bookmarked that. So I was like, okay. So what is the advantage of doing it? How do you use it? And what is the advantage of using that for Google Ads?
With number pools, and like the way it works with that platform Ringba is that it loads a JavaScript so that when you're swapping out the numbers the JavaScript from Ringba pulls up like, okay, well, I got number 5551234, and this is the main number. But then let's say I've got like 20 other numbers in the number pool. It will swap out 5551234 with one of those numbers, and you get that number. Well, that user gets that number for, say, like 30 minutes. It's like a session level thing. But what's even cooler is like when that script loads in Ringba, it's grabbing the IP address, it's grabbing the city, state, zip, all of the extra data that it's doing to enrich that information, so that when that person picks up the phone and calls that particular number, then all of that information is tied to that person. And so then you can do all kinds of really cool stuff with it. So that's how you can do a lot of attribution and work with number pools in like the Google ads. And I assume, I'm making a big assumption because I haven't used number pools in Google ads in HighLevel, but I'm assuming that's kind of how it works.
Does it attribute down to the keyword, do you think?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
It pulls everything. It pulls everything from like with Ringbo, when you load up the script, like if you're running a Facebook ad, it pulls in the Facebook click ID, like all of the details that come into the address bar. And then they have an API, a JavaScript API, where I can actually add fields as they're progressing through our funnel. We can add fields that they clicked this button, they did that button, they did this. And so we can tag it. So when we look at a call, we can see everything that person did before they made the phone call. Plus, the nice thing is with Ringba is like once they convert, and this, I don't like, obviously this is something that I don't know how it works in HighLevel, but when they convert in Ringba, I can fire a pixel and trigger the Facebook conversion API so that I can actually track that call was a conversion.
That's interesting. So I need.
So you're literally taking like something that's intangible, like somebody picking up a phone, even a landline, somebody picking up a phone and calling it. You're able to turn it digital and have it be attributed to a particular ad, an ad creative, a particular keyword, whatever.
So, pardon me, Steven. So let's table this because I have a new resource maybe to share with the group that goes along these lines. But let me drill down a little bit more, Pat. So you're talking about Ringba, though, and you haven't done this with GoHighLevel.
I haven't done it with HighLevel, no.
All right. So I need to talk to somebody at GoHighLevel about this, okay? If they even do it this way. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Steven. I cut you off.
No, it's fine. The question I had is, what size of pool would you need? And the only thing I've ever seen,
it depends on how big you run your ads. Like if I was running, like if we're running national, actually we're running across, like for Medicare, we're running across like 32 states, and we're handling about 2,000 to 3,000 calls a day. For any given landing page, we need probably like at least 100 numbers in a pool. Now, if you're running something for like a local guy with 5-mile radius, you might need 50 numbers.
50 numbers.
Or like 10, I don't know. Like it kind of really depends on how many numbers you need. That would be a question probably for somebody in a HighLevel group that's running Google ads with pools. But I mean, we're probably going to be running, hundreds of numbers in the number pool, because we control, we've got our own Ringba account, so we can just like allocate this many numbers, and it says, okay, done, and they're like $1 a piece. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Huh.
I don't think you need that many. Especially for local. I think
local, it'll take a lot less.
Way a lot less. And again, if you're looking at buyer intent, the truth of the matter is in local, the buyer intent is maybe 24 keywords tops, and I think what I plan on doing is not using number pools, but just having a dedicated number per channel, meaning, especially with the mixed call text back on there, if you're running like a call ad, then that's one number, but on their Google business profile, have another number, if you want to have one on their website that rotates. So you can attribute to the source, and not, I think you really got to be doing massive keywords to take full advantage. Cause I had a drug rehab. Oh,
careful.
God.
Careful. The way you said that, just joking.
No, I had a drug rehab for a client back in 2010, 10, 11.
Interesting. That's a weird niche right there, man.
Oh, it's a money niche. If you can get in, you can make some serious money because they spend money, huge money on
their model is so weird, and especially in California. I saw some interesting stuff about that niche.
I was working with a Florida. I was living in California. I was working with a Florida drug rehab, and when I left, I was spending $60,000 a month in spend.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we were using a company at the time, and we had 10 keywords. We were using a company that was $500 a month at the time, and we had 10 numbers, and that was adequate, more than adequate for what we were doing on the spend.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, from my SEO background, I've found that most niches have about that many, good buyer intent keywords anyway.
Yeah.
Plumbers, it's plumber near me, et cetera,
It's going to depend on the niche, plus like just how much traffic you're running, based like, however many numbers you're going to need. So, I mean, yeah, it's like if you need something like drug rehab, I mean, I don't know how many searches you get a day, but then something like,
you won't believe.
Oh, I know. No, I've done the keyword. I did a little bit of keyword research on that. It's actually trending up quite a lot. But yeah, for something like, restaurant or something like that, that's going to get a lot of action. You might need more numbers, it just kind of depends. Because if you start running out of numbers, you start getting allocated the same number. And so then you start getting data bumping into each other.
I got something. So they're launching the marketplace, and it's looking like they're going to be making that thing available to all sub accounts. And it doesn't look like we're going to have the ability to not show that marketplace. And I was wondering what you guys' thoughts were on that.
You might, what you probably would have
more,
to do
more controls are coming
to remove the link.
Okay, more controls are coming.
More controls are coming. I mean, this is a skateboard version of launch. So yeah, they're coming up with more dynamic control. You can just turn on this particular sub account, only turn on some of the apps in the marketplace, like all the stuff. Plus, you can if an app in the marketplace is charging you, like it costs you to use it, you can mark up those apps, and like there's so much more coming.
Okay, then that makes sense, because the way what just got dropped. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, like, the issue is though, like if you're in the marketplace and people are mentioning HighLevel and GHL and all that, like if you want it to be available for people selling SaaS and stuff, white label that stuff.
I think that's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also need the A2P warning to be toggleable, because I got a few people that aren't going to be able to get it.
I'll check.
And they need to toggle that off. It's annoying.
Yeah. For sure.
It's almost taunting these sub accounts. Hey, you're never going to get it, but anyway, we're going to warn you anyway.
Oh, are those kind of like a restricted niche?
Yeah, CBD.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll do it.
Yeah.
No
so
A2P for you.
So A2P doesn't get turned off. The other thing too is, if you never, like some businesses, you don't buy a phone number, right, for them, because they're not going to do that. And in the sub account, that doesn't show up, that big yellow banner, right? If it's not turned on, when they log in as.
I don't know.
Yes,
I'm not getting you. What's the question again?
So, okay. When you spin up a sub account and you don't buy a phone number, you get that big yellow nonsense at the top.
Yeah.
Always.
Always. Well, that's annoying for me.
Yeah.
Just at agency level.
You can turn it off when you go through the agency on their individual plan, so they don't see it.
What, the banners?
Where?
The banner, so it doesn't offer it.
Where?
You can add a custom code which hides the banner, but there's no way to turn it off. So your question is what, Steve? I understand what.
Yeah. Basically,
how do you turn it off?
How do you turn that damn thing off?
It's custom code. There's been people who posted that code in the community ages ago. I know.
Yeah, come to think of it, I think I remember seeing it.
Yeah, it's been rotated. Like, this is not just you or me. Like, there's so many people get frustrated by it. So many people have just make a post in the group, and there are free codes floating around in the group somewhere.
Cool.
some people will just drop it.
Hey, I got a new resource. Maybe it might be worth sharing with the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime.
So let me pop it into the chat for you guys. Maybe this is worth posting here. Okay, these guys are affiliated with Level 9, which Charles has mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And what this is you know, Netflix, the credit card companies, the banks, they all have our
super
data.
pixel stuff.
Yeah, super pixel stuff. And the idea is if you have a website that's generating, you know, like 1,000 1,000 real viewers every month, you can grab their data, or not grab their data, but you can, if they hit your website, their pixel can grab maybe about 30 to 40% of the people that show up will get their email, phone. Yeah. So you guys are familiar with the model. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We've used a few.
You have
tested a few.
What's your experience? Tell me. I'm curious about
It
that.
works. Pat, you had turned it on for some of your campaigns, right?
We ran a test on some of our Medicare stuff, and we were getting about with Ads Lab, we were getting about like
40%, something, 40 to 60%.
About 60% match on data. And there's like all kinds of data. So
And
if you were going to be running something like I don't know, like let's say like a car lot or something where you could call somebody back, you know, or something where you would be able to maybe send mailers later or something like that, because you can't do cold outreach to these people, obviously, because they're hitting your site and they didn't opt into anything. So you really can't, you know, email or call them or text them, but you could you know, mail them something.
Can you call them? Could you call them?
I don't know or not. I don't know.
If it's B2B, if B2B, I would.
B2B is possible, but this is
B2C,
what you're talking is B2C. This data is B2C.
This is B2C.
B2C is going to be sketch on cold calling.
So that's there are two ways you can contact them. One is you can just mail them. I don't think so there's any legalities with mail. Hey, we just noticed, like, you know, 3 days later they visit the website, they get a mail saying, hey, we just noticed you visited our website, here's a freebie or here's an offer, whatever, right? That's one. The other thing which you can do with that data is you create a custom audience of that data and just run a special promotions to those people.
Yep.
Those ads are converting, and it would be much cheaper because you're literally giving the audience to Facebook, because it also gives the hashed whatever, I don't know what it's called, hashed key or whatever. Every profile has a hash, they call it.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called, Pat?
So basically what they do is they'll take, like, if you're going to upload email and phone, you can it basically does a it encrypts the email and phone so that you can, you know, upload it to Facebook.
And that I love that idea. That goes directly to Facebook, and Facebook knows that. It knows how to read it, and you can create a custom audience, and if you have any ad budget, you put it to that audience and you'd have much better conversions and cheaper.
Interesting. I dig that.
So if you know a company who's running crazy amount of ads and all that, they are the people perfect for this.
So basically take their cold traffic, not take the non-converting cold traffic, append this data, run it back into Facebook as a custom audience, and now you're targeting. That's smart. I like it.
I dig it. So these guys, they are, you know, being level 9, they are GHL, you know, compliant guys. He said he's got a snapshot for it, comes with it when you sign up for it. And well, this is interesting though, because he was, you know, this guy's name is Dakota, great guy, level 9. He's one of the guys for level 9. But anyway, he said they were doing callbacks by voice.
I mean, you can. I mean, there's nothing wrong in doing callback. It's just like, hey, they haven't opted in, so you guys have called the crazy laws and all that. So that's the thing.
You'd have to check if they're on a do not call list.
Which the vast majority of us.
Can that be scrubbed? Can that be pre-filtered ahead of time? Surely, right?
I think on their pricing plan, I'm just looking. They have DNC verified phone numbers.
That could already automatically come with this. In
Yeah.
other words, they scrubbed it before they sent it to you.
This is crazy. Unreal expensive.
What is?
The pricing
Visitor-
of
Visitor
match,
Match?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, more expensive than what you guys have seen.
We had it, we just let it go because hey, it was just one more shiny object thing. We were like, yeah, screw that. I don't want to partner with this thing now. We partnered with a company who was just very new and had like crazy amount of data, and we were testing it, beta testing that company. But we let it go. Like we don't want to continue doing it. It was like 8 months ago, Pat, I think. Early, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, we got really good results with it. Like, the ads which Pat was running, like we had like really good match rate. Like think about it this way: like, hey, everyone focuses on conversions, right? Hey, I'm running ads to Facebook. I get 100 people on this landing page out of 100. Let's just optimize the page. And again, it's all about the conversion. Let's just optimize the page as much as we can so that instead of 5% conversions, we get 8% conversions, right? That's where everyone's focus is. With this data, what you can do is we forget that we're talking 8% conversions. That means out of 100 people who landed on the page, only 8 of them gave you the details.
Right.
It's all about that data. What about the other 92 who landed on the page?
Yeah.
Right. So
exactly. Yeah.
This is where this type of tech comes in, where, hey, out of those 92, what if I can give you 60 people's details? They haven't opted in, but at least you have the details of those 60. Now you can do something like what I just said. You send them a mailer, which is legal, or you just take them and run a special ad like, hey, we just noticed you visited our website, like
Absolutely.
right? Retargeting. So those 60% sees a special ad, which no one else sees it because they've just landed here now. And off it goes. Like that's why the conversions go crazy with this. So this is a really good investment for someone who's putting ad budget, like someone who's running heavy traffic. It totally makes sense for them because, hey, if they're spending $10,000 a month on ads, 1%, 2%, 3% conversion is a big amount for them. That means if we get, instead of those 3% bump with this other audience, which we are able to capture, and be trying to run another ad, that ad may bring in 20% more people, right?
Yeah.
So that's like, instead of 8%, this is 28% now.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it
for
goes
sure.
crazy. Because now
Here's something for you too. That Visitor Match, it's actually a GoHighLevel site.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. These guys give you a GoHighLevel snapshot to go with the tool to dump into your account. Well, I will report back because I'm probably going to use them. So
cool.
I'm hold on, Jay. Let's connect before you sign up for them. I may have something for you.
Okay.
If you're thinking about this, I may have something.
For sure. I'm all ears, man. Because the Google Ads for clients going to start happening pretty soon, and they're going to get raped on the pay-per-click, dude. Google is like, ugh.
But I'll just put it here. Who's heard of Consolidator?
I have.
Oh yeah.
I've heard the phrase. Yeah, I've heard the Consolidator.
Yeah. So Consolidator is launching exactly what you're talking about. He's literally very close. Within a week or two, he's launching that.
Oh, good. Timing could be good.
And it could be
Charles.
way much more cheaper than what I think I'm looking at here. So if you can wait for a week or two, I'm planning to bring Ross on for an interview or something. We'll ask him.
Okay.
About it, but
the timing could be good.
Yeah, it's perfect timing, I guess.
Thanks. Appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Charles, what's going on?
What's happening, man?
What's up? I just got done eating dinner. Saw you were live. I was like, oh, well, let me jump in here. Say hi to the guys.
So what's going on?
The topic of the day has been press releases.
Yeah, I saw that you were doing press release.
Yeah.
What's going on
I've
there?
been doing them for a while. I take the updates to the platform, put them into my change log, and then repurpose that into social content, and also a blog, and also a press release. So,
is there a service you use for your press releases?
ChatGPT. So I have. I mean,
as far as
publishing
publishing them. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple free ones. I've been kind of playing around with just to see which one pushes out the best.
Mhm.
One is prfree.org
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is prlog.org.
Are you using it more for a backlink for you? Authoritative backlink?
Backlink, and then also the big thing with press releases is that one, they definitely, if they get syndicated properly, they will definitely rank in Google, even in the all results, but they'll rank even higher in news.
Mhm.
So anybody that's subscribed to any of the news channels, whether it's MSN, Yahoo, Google, any of those, it has a chance of getting in front of them, especially for like in my area, greater Nashville area. But backlinks and just more SEO value, because if you have sites picking it up and republishing that press release, typically you're on page time is going to be a little bit higher because it's coming from a trusted source or a source they trust anyways, whether we consider it trustworthy or not, so yeah, Google identifies that in their algorithm of, hey, this is a trusted name, like people are starting to search for it more. So overall it helps you.
If I could, guys, I have an upgrade here in the service use, and it's probably the best press release service out there because it's specifically optimized for SEO. If you guys want, I use this all the time in my brand, in my business for delivery. It's called Press Advantage. And let me do a little webinar for you about it, Charles. So first of all, there's this hidden secret amongst some SEOs that embeds have a lot more SEO power. Okay. So like an embed, I like you're shaking your head like you've heard this before.
You've spoken about it before. So
yeah.
The Google
so
Sheets and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Like you can embed a Google Sheet and imagine having tons of links in there, all branded links with keywords built into there, because it's also a Google source. Google's a narcissist. They're not going to mark itself as spam. Now, the embed has a unique thing because it's JavaScript. And some coders will tell you that because it's JavaScript, Google has no solution to this. Anyway, so embeds are really powerful. Just sock that away, right? Well, if you go to Press Advantage, one of the things that happens is, and a lot of press release services don't allow you to do this, but a lot of press releases will just disappear, right? They're not permanent, One thing that this company does, it gives you an organization page, okay? And the organization page is built with embeds in them. It'll embed the Google map, it'll embed their Facebook stream. It'll also embed, you get to choose one embed. The best thing to do is put your website. Now, that's an example of some of the optimizations. But the other thing you can do is there's a section there where you can put schema in there. You can embed a video, especially you always want to put a YouTube video there, okay, for the added SEO benefits there. Works great for local guys. And if you look at all the Press Advantage press releases out there, you'll see a lot of local brands on there. This thing is major good for local brands. Now going back to the permanency of the organization page, I think the URL is pressadvantage.com/story/brand name. Okay, that would be your organizational page. Every time you do a new press release, it'll show up on that organization page. Now, what's fascinating about that is they also give you a responsive embeddable version of the page. It's pressadvantage.com/I_story/brand. But anyway, you can take that page and you can embed that. Okay. So you do what's called and Bradley has taught this for years. He's in your group, Pat. He just doesn't come in here. Bradley has taught this for years, man. It's called the iframe loop. And what it is, if you put an iframe inside an iframe, it just makes the Googlebot go a little crazy.
Okay? Oh, really? iframes inside of iframes.
Yes, like Bradley. I learned this from Bradley. Bradley is so good at SEO. He's so good at keeping on top of things.
Inception of an iframe.
But his partner, who he developed this, said you could actually track the Googlebot and watch it go in through it and then come back out, and then it lands on a page where maybe a sitemap that has this embed on it, and it'll see that and then go back through it again. And you can pack so much data in there. The other interesting thing is if you look at, and this goes deeper into SEO and how SEO has changed. If you look at how Google's now looking at things, they look at things now as entities. It's no longer just links; it's strings to things.
Yeah.
And so if everything has a knowledge graph, right? A brand is an entity, and Google's biggest problem with Google Maps is trying to tie a Google entity that really exists digitally to a real live space, as they're doing with Google Maps and the address and everything, and following the activity of people interacting with the Google Map, right? So to validate the entity, hey, we got the right information here. So by using this press release service for all those advantages you talked about, Charles, right? That's why it works. It's because it's the authority of people that call themselves the news, whatever your opinions of news are these days, are saying, hey, this business exists in real space, and that's why those links are powerful, because they come with this added authority that Google confers onto them.
Mm-hmm.
So try out Press Advantage, and let me tell you, Bradley can do this for you. He's got a company called semanticlinks.io, and you go there to buy it and he'll do it for you. It's just dead brain simple. It's a great service for local business. Here's the other kick-ass thing you could do. One of the problems with press releases is, what do I write a press release for, right? For local brands, it's really good because you give them, I give them a lot of easy topics like anniversaries, right? 5-year anniversaries, do a press release. 10-year anniversaries, do a press release. Here's a really interesting one. You give them, you say, hey, press release guy. They write the press release for you, by the way, and they're very, very good at it. Just tell them, hey, here's a 5-star review. Write a press release about. They will write a press release about a 5-star review, and it gets pitched out as news, and it's great for reputation, right? It's just because you can embed that press release, right? If you have a link going to the actual review in Google, you remember that every Google review is a page on Google. So if you have a link in the press release to that Google, or if you maybe have the link to that review from a Google post, you can actually embed the Google post too. But anyway, you do all these embed things. You can have that press release go out there, driving authority to that. It just feeds everything that Google wants to see. You can embed that someplace where the review actually can help you convert.
What we need, Jay, is we need a little bit of an SEO webinar in the group where you can kind of show us a lot of this stuff.
Hey man, I can't take credit for that. That's all Bradley Banner, man.
Well, yeah, but still, you're
that's okay. So credit goes to a person who shares.
Nah. Anyway, try that, Charles. If you're doing press releases, man, I'd be very curious, because it was impressive to see that now that thing that ranked, that's a Google page, right?
That was a page. Google search result. Yeah.
No, what I mean was, I'm sorry, it was a GoHighLevel page ranking, right?
So that was my press release that got picked up and then ranked. So searching for CRM, it pulled number 1 in my area.
The press release. Right. Okay. Cool.
Yep. Which is backlinked to my website.
Right on.
But it was actually a feature update. That particular one, I'm trying to remember which one I was there, because I just posted another one, pushed out another press release. That one I think was on, shoot fire. Oh, that was enhanced email management. That was just the new view for emails and conversations. But yeah, I mean, people, like I tell people all the time, I'm like, we get feature updates all the time. Why the heck aren't you using it for content? Like,
yeah, I love it.
Why not? It's the easiest thing. Shout to the rooftops about all this great stuff that's coming to the platform that, oh, by the way, you sell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't
I
you
love
want
it.
to tell people about it?
I love it. I'm adopting that too as soon as I can.
Yeah,
Sort
it's
of the
just
time you
Well,
start
you know,
that.
and if you get busy, you could literally have a VA go and grab it and like
Mhm.
here, go in, grab this, make it a blog post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to create an SOP for this. Like we can just leverage.
So
a
Charles,
VA
you
who can do
could
it for you.
Charles, you could actually just grab that link to your feature update and then send that to the press release. Say, hey, write this, and they will literally do it, everything for you. They're very good.
yeah. What I do is I take the change log and I throw it into. I take my change log direct link, throw it in the Chat GPT. It scrapes it, and then rewrites it as a blog article. And then once I post that blog article, I tell ChatGPT to then write a press release based off of that article. So I'm just posting the web address, and then and it does a really good job. It formats it and everything. The only thing I ever have to do, I have to change. I end up having to change two things. I put in my city and state in the very beginning of the press release,
right,
and then at the very end where it links back to where it does the link, it links it back to my change log. So I just go in and change that to where it goes to my homepage, and that's it.
That's not surprising because those press release, the way they're supposed to be written, has very, very strict rules.
Yeah, I mean it's not
awesome.
pretty. I mean, it doesn't look beautiful. I mean, it is literally. I mean, it's a press release. It's just information
to read. Yeah,
it's just information. So, but I mean, it's something like I have VAs that are doing other stuff for me, but that's one thing I love to do because honestly, it keeps me into the platform as to know what the heck is going on, what's coming. Like to me, that's one of the most important things for me to be involved in is these updates.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I'll grab stuff from the developer Slack channel updates, which I was super happy about the update they posted today. Oh my God. I thought I was going to cry.
Which one's that?
Well, so they released the app marketplace and I raised absolute hell about it because it wasn't white labeled. I'm like, how are you going to release a marketplace for end users when absolutely nothing is white labeled or even gray labeled for that matter? And yeah, after throwing some comments into the developer Slack channel and on the Facebook group, they announced it today that they are now making it mandatory that you can't have anything that mentions that breaks a white label essentially in the marketplace app listing in the link. If they are required to provide support to the end users, because ultimately they're the actual customer, not the agency. The agency is just a pass through. So the way that they're building this out.
So they're going to implement some good standards. That'll be nice.
They are. I mean, it's really going to be nice to where, you know, they paid attention like, okay, yeah, this was not a good idea. We need to make sure
the last thing you want is the app place to be a giant shit show of just random stuff and junk.
Well, it is full of random junk right now. I mean, not everything in there is good.
I want to hide it personally.
Well, I'm trying to turn it off. I turned it on when it was, but
so,
I'm trying to turn it off. It's not even turning it off.
Yeah, you can't turn it off. What you can do is right now, as long as you don't approve any apps, nothing will show in the app marketplace within the sub account. Now, if you want to be extra careful, you can do what I did and you can go in and you can disapprove all the apps in the app marketplace. And that way there is no possible way for them to show up in your sub account. But they are pulling back the approvals of all the apps in the app marketplace, and they will have to abide by these new guidelines. And they're even going to the point where if there's an integration link or any documentation, any websites or funnels or anything that's associated with this app that an end user would ever need to access cannot mention HighLevel, have the logo. And like they said, you can use a lead connector or you can just not mention either at all anywhere. And they will go through the whole process. any link backs or any sign up pages for end users, anything like that, they have to be at max gray labeled, or they will not get approved for the marketplace. So
Where did they release this? I haven't seen it.
this morning, it was like 10 o'clock Central. So,
Oh, like, is it an update? Like they push it? Sean coming at your video? Or what is it?
let's see.
I'm
forget which
I'm
channel
I'm
it
in the
is.
marketplace. How do you check off to make sure they aren't displayed?
Yeah,
Well, I just
didn't see-
did it. So let me share my screen. I just did.
And it's in the, so this was just announced in the developer Slack channel.
Oh, in the Slack. Okay, I haven't
yeah.
checked Slack yet. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
What you want, Jay, is you would go into where it's the app marketplace here. There we go.
There you go.
So you click on app marketplace,
Huh?
manage app permissions,
Right, that's where I'm at right now.
and then settings, and you uncheck this. And
Oh.
save.
I didn't see that little checkbox. All right.
Is it in settings or where is it?
So yeah, in the
Yep,
settings,
there it
toggle
is.
on the top.
settings of agency.
Beautiful.
Yes, we are in the agency level. Agency
Yeah.
level app marketplace. Manage app permissions on the
Why
top
not
right.
Wait. In the agents, what? I can't.
Have
even
you turned it on? Have you turned it on? That's the first
Oh,
question.
you know what? Probably. Let me.
You may not have. So that's
Lab-
fine. If you don't want it, don't turn it
Okay.
on.
Excellent.
Oh, no, it's on.
But it's going on by the end of 30 days. The thing's going live.
Yeah.
Well,
but they'll
that
fix
may
it
be
before
pushed
that.
back
Yeah.
with this new announcement today.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, good. You went.
Which,
you
by
went,
the way, if any of you have been frustrated with the link, they did push back the rollout date for the new email composer, new message composer, because after much bitching and whining from my clients, they realized that they didn't make it to where you could hyperlink using trigger links anymore in the new composer. So they pushed back the release date of it so that they can now, when you go to hyperlink text, you can select a trigger link, which was in the original composer, but was removed for whatever reason in the new one. And yeah, I had clients going berserk over it.
when you say compose, you mean the email campaign composer, the
No,
newsletter?
in the conversations.
Yeah.
Just in the conversations view, if you go to like write an email or write an email, when you would select text and then click the hyperlink because you just want to hyperlink that word.
Yep.
You could put in a URL, but previously you had a drop down where you could select a trigger link.
Got it.
Well, they took that away in the new message composer. You could only put in a URL, and it's like,
has it
so
been any,
how do we use all our trigger links that we have sitting here? So,
has there been any talk about taking emails that are built in the email campaign builder and making them available in a workflow? Has
It's
there been
coming.
any talk?
they are.
It's coming.
Oh, I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you just select it in email templates. You'll be able to see everything from the email builder and from the snippets library.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it
in
went
work-
live.
in
Is
wo-
it?
What's
I
that?
think it went live.
It's been
We
that
missed
way.
in workflows and
We're talking about
automations.
Yeah.
Template.
Where?
In workflows?
Yeah,
We've been
yeah.
using those forever.
I know. I'm not talking about templates. I'm talking about something that's been
Oh,
built.
Email
being
builder.
able to edit a
Edit.
template?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no.
Yeah,
The
so-
campaigns. The campaign builder. The new campaign builder
Yeah.
where you can build
Yeah.
HTML emails
Right,
and use them in
yeah.
a workflow. Like I want to create an evergreen newsletter, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to use it for. So I want to create a weekly newsletter that's evergreen. And at the end of 52 weeks, it gets pushed back at the top. And I want to build those all in the new email campaign. But you can't select that
You
to
can.
go out on where.
So if you build an email template in the email builder, the new email builder, if you build a template, you can select that template in your workflow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can.
Not template. I am talking about the new newsletter style builder.
The campaigns?
That's what I'm saying. So hold up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
show
we're
me.
calling something something
Yeah.
Yeah,
different.
okay, so there's the templates, right? There's the snippets. They've renamed it to snippets, and that's
Yeah.
always been available in
Yeah,
in
those are plain
workflows.
text. Yep.
Yeah. I'm
And
talking
then you
about
have
the-
your you have your MailChimp style
yes,
drag and drop builder. Yes, you can select those in workflows.
You can select those.
You have been able to.
really. Then
Mhm.
how the
Yes,
hell did I
so-
miss that one?
But that's been there for ages. What I said is coming.
Yeah, I was
is-
like, I'm confused.
what I
Dang,
said
how
is
did I miss that
coming.
one? Yeah, okay.
What I said is coming is like, let's say, so what you're
Got that.
saying,
Templates, yep, yep. Mhm.
you're saying this, right? Or the
Yeah, make it-
campaigns.
Make a campaign. Well, you can make it out of a template or you can make it out of a campaign. Doesn't
Yeah, so
matter.
what a campaign is basically, you'll have to build a template first and then create
Then
a campaign to
kill-
send it.
Yep. Yep.
Instead of you creating a campaign now, you would build a template and you would use that template in a workflow as a campaign. That workflow
So-
is the campaign then.
So when you go to send an email, that template is available in the dropdown.
Yeah, so if you build a
Oh.
template here,
Yeah.
let's say, I don't know if I have any here. Let me see.
Now I know what I'm
Okay,
doing with my
there's something here.
Kairos.
So
That's a
if
good question,
I have a
Stephen.
few
I'm glad
here.
you asked it.
So if you go
'Cause
to
I'm curious about this too.
automations, if you go to automation, let's just build something from scratch. Come on. Come
While you're
on.
doing that,
Uh,
Charles, I'm going to ask you another one. Where are we
yes.
with referrals or affiliates on form fills and not tied to products? Like I want to pay or track people. Like I want to be launching webinars and I want to track
So
people.
here with the affiliate manager,
Yep.
let's say you have your website. So I'll
Mhm.
explain how I have mine set up. So I have my website, primary website, hooked to my campaign
Mhm.
because there's forms all over my website. Contact
Mhm.
us, book your
Yep.
demo, whatever. So a while back they released, it's been about a month now, maybe longer. If you share your affiliate link and I go to that, Pat goes to your affiliate link. Okay. If he fills out any form on my website, if he came from your affiliate link, it cookies him.
Mhm.
And if he fills out any form on my website, it gets marked as your lead.
Is that by default?
That's by default.
Okay, good.
Now the cookie life is up to whatever you set your campaign to.
What do you set yours to, Charles?
60 days.
6 days? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I did mine.
So
So-
if any form is filled on your page, that lead is now attached to
Attributed, yes.
them as a lead. And by the way, what's your cookie policy? First in? Is it first or last?
Yeah, it'll be first in.
Yeah, first
Okay. First in. So whoever's been cookied first,
Yep.
they get to. So when a form gets filled out, so if if I'm
Any
driving
form.
any form, now can that be driven to a funnel? Because right now my opt-in page for my webinar is a funnel. So if they fill out that form, that is
Mhm.
attributed to as a lead.
As long as your campaign is set up to that funnel.
Funnel,
so
not
if you're
not,
ru-
not
if
to
you're
the
running
product.
an affiliate program, if you're running an affiliate campaign,
Yeah,
you
which
have
has
to
be tied
set up
a product.
right. But that I understand that's for the transactional side of it.
Got it.
But then you have the lead source side of it. And that's
Okay.
what we're talking about. That's where if you have it in a funnel, you're directing your campaign to start on step 1.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's say they get to step 2, and that's where they fill out the registration form. But
Mhm.
step 3 is the actual purchase. Okay. As soon as they fill out that form on step 2 of your funnel, it is now attributed to that affiliate.
Oh, good. Perfect.
It doesn't matter if they leave, come back, fill out the payment form later, whatever. And if you use the 2-step order form, it will capture them and mark them as a lead on the first step, even if they don't check out.
Got it.
Another reason to use a 2-step order form instead of a 1-step.
So that's by default,
Here's-
Charles. There's no setting
Yeah.
or anything.
No
No?
setting. No.
Okay.
They rolled it out because it was a huge issue because you had a bunch of people that were giving out affiliate link. Well, if they didn't buy, it didn't
Yeah.
count.
Mhm.
Right.
Like they had to buy in that visit. They couldn't submit a form, schedule it. If they submitted a form and scheduled a demo, okay, and then during the demo, you give them a direct link, it may or may not attribute it the way it was set up when it was first rolled out. Because like, oh, they didn't come through an affiliate link, and it just caused a lot of issues. So they went back. It was about a month after its release. It wasn't very long because a lot of people were going berserk over it. But yeah,
last affiliate question for you.
There's all
Charles.
those email templates.
Here's the templates.
Yep.
So
Got it.
in the
Perfect.
workflow builder.
I see it.
And what I was saying, let me just finish that thought about the email.
Yep.
So currently you can only select and save. There's nothing you can do. If you want to edit this, you have to go back all the way to the email builder to edit it. What's coming is you'd be able to edit it from the workflow builder itself.
Oh,
that's
interesting. So you're telling me to do this workflow, let's just say somebody's doing a newsletter. You'd have to create newsletter edition 1, edition 2, edition 3, edition 4 ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then you'd select that template, edition 1, edition 2, and select, and you do wait 30 days, add one.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, because I was wondering when you were talking about maybe if there was like a drag and drop spot.
Well, there is an email builder,
template
but one of
builder.
the most requested features is to be able to edit it or at least get a preview of it, because a lot of times, like when you're doing a lot of these templates, or you have a large library of templates that you've built, it's just hard to keep track of in your head. Like, I think I know what's in this email, but then you're having to bounce out or open up a new tab, go look at the email template. Yep, that's the name of it. Let me make sure I got the right one. It's a huge pain in the rear. It's one of the most requested features. I think it'll be a level up release.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Payouts, Charles, on affiliates, since you're doing a lot of
manual.
Still manual.
It is all manual. So what you have to do is get familiar with Excel.
Okay.
Or Google Worksheets. And the reason I say that is because you'll have to download the CSV, and then you'll have to upload it to PayPal. The problem is HighLevel doesn't exactly format it the way that PayPal wants it.
Got it.
So just download a template. From what we did is we just downloaded a template, and then we put that on sheet 2. And then we import into sheet 1, and we have operations that just move the data between the two sheets. So that way, it takes some time to set up, but once it's set up, it's done.
So what are you doing about PayPal's? Because let's say you take on a partner and the email they give you is not their PayPal.
They can still claim it. They'll still get an email, and then they'll go to claim their money. If they don't have an account, so if PayPal sees that it's not an account tied to that email, they'll receive an email to claim their money. They click the link, they can log in and say that's them, and move the money into their account.
Okay, so they don't need to. You don't necessarily need their quote PayPal email address. Okay, great. I was wondering about that. What are you doing about 1099s, or are you worried about that?
Not worried about it.
Okay. Because PayPal's going to start kicking back K9s now at $600 this year. So, right.
That's
so
someone else's problem, not mine.
So you're not collecting EIN numbers or anything like that?
Hell no.
Okay.
Not if I like my affiliates. No.
Got it. Cool.
Heck no. And we just rolled out the second tier. So
you doing anything with 2-tier yet?
How you doing that?
So we're doing 20% on the front and 5% on the back, or the second tier. So if Pat signed up, and that's another thing, and they didn't put this in the help doc, and Sean said they're going to update the help doc because a lot of people had their affiliates sign up in a funnel.
Now you cannot add them again as a second tier, right? That's the challenge.
Well, no. So it was, how do you associate, say Steven sends Pat, says, hey, Pinnacle's got this affiliate program, you should check it out. I've been making some good money off of it, real easy. I just send them a link and they do a demo and sign up and I get paid. The problem is how does Pat get associated to Steven? Because what a lot of people did is they created a funnel or a one-pager separate from the campaign for an
Okay.
affiliate sign up. So your affiliate sign up page has to be on the same funnel or website that the campaign that you're rolling them in to is on. So like I had my affiliate in a funnel, like my affiliate sign up was in a funnel, and then I had my campaign set to my website. So I just had to copy my affiliate sign up page to my website. So it's all under that campaign because that's the only way it can associate it. And it's not in any help docs. They don't cover it.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the Slack channel, wasn't in help docs, nothing. And I was like, well, this is the only thing that makes logical sense.
So
'cause
here's
that
a
was my
question
first
about the
question.
second tier then. Here's a question about second tier then. So I'm thinking of rolling out the review system and all that. So I'm going to have second tier commissions in that. I haven't tested, that's why I'm asking you, maybe you know
Yeah.
this. So if I have a client who have a sale and that person becomes an affiliate and brings in the third person, so this client A gets a 5%, let's say second tier commission of the third. No, hold on, my bad. Explaining it wrong. So I sell it to client A, he becomes my tier 1 affiliate. Okay.
Right.
He sells it to client B, who's a tier 2 affiliate now. Right? How would so that association is only happening if you have that affiliate sign up page into the same funnel as the sales page.
Correct. Yep.
Right.
Well, yeah, it
Or
all has
opt-in,
to be in the
sales or
same
opt-in or
campaign.
everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So same funnel, basically same sequence or same website, not a separate funnel or folder.
Right. Yep.
Okay. That's
So
what
they're
I
looking at a
was looking
cookie,
for.
the previous cookie on that to match them.
That's what I'm assuming, which again raises more questions because in like Alec was just saying, that second person shouldn't be signing up.
Yeah. That's what
They
I'm
have to
thinking.
get 20%. You know, if you're doing a 20% to your first tier, 5% to your second tier. Okay. So, you know, Dwayne, you were the first customer. You signed up and then you signed up for the affiliate program because you believe in the program that you just bought. Well, you go tell Steven about it. Steven signs up with your affiliate link. Great. You get the commission for that. You're like, hey, Steven, you can sign up for their affiliate program. So now he gets 20% and you get 5% of all his sales. When the third person comes, they also need to get 20%. It can get, I think it works out fine. It doesn't matter how they're cookied. But
And then the other thing does, if you have 30-day expired cookies, if they refer someone after the 30 days, are they
Mhm.
They don't
getting,
get the credit. They don't
Are
get
they-
the credit.
they don't
they
get the
lose
credit?
the lead. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's
But
the
here's
cookie
the
life.
thing. They can see who is, so with the new affiliate dashboard, they can go into their affiliate dashboard and see who's filled out a form. And they have nobody to blame but themselves. You know, if you've got a 30-day cookie, which is about the industry standard, okay, 30 days. If you referred someone and you could see that they filled out a form but they didn't buy, why wouldn't you follow up with them?
No, I'm saying like
That's your money.
if I signed up for you and I'm level 1, you're saying your cookie expires on me after 60 days.
Yeah.
So if I refer someone 4 months from now, 5 months from now, I don't have a cookie on you. They wouldn't show up under me, even though I still referred them.
No.
That's
So
a different relation.
yeah, that's
That's not a cookie.
Yeah.
I guess that's internal.
Yeah.
Would not be cookie.
So the 5% would still, you still be
Yeah,
accredited the
You can, 'cause,
5%.
that cookie is just for the front end sale,
Yeah.
like not on the second
Right.
tier.
The form submission. As long
Form
as they submit the
submissions,
form within your cookie life, you're good.
Yeah.
If they buy 4 months later, it's going to show up as a sale. Now it's up to me as an agency owner to say, okay, they came in 3-4 months ago. as a lead for you, and they didn't buy till 6 months later. I am not giving you credit for that sale because we've also been talking to them for the last 4 months trying to close them. I'm not paying you an affiliate commission. That's why all the payments get put to pending, and then you can approve them and then mark them as paid, because there are exceptions. I mean, there's certain circumstances where you just can't. What if you refer me a nonprofit and we decide to donate a sub account? I can't pay you an affiliate on that. I just can't. But that's part of business. It happens. I had it happen with one of my affiliates. He referred a nonprofit to me, and we didn't give him a free account, but we gave him a healthy discount. And he's like, you know what? I totally understand. I do not expect to get my normal commission off of that. I'm just glad you could help him out. That's it.
And it's an affiliate relation. Like if me as a business owner is making money through your recommendation, only then I'm going to pay you commission. Like otherwise, no, that's business.
And honestly, if your affiliates are active, the ones that aren't active, you're never going to hear from. The ones that are, if your sales process and on-site marketing is tied up straight, if they're doing their part, you should be doing your part. And again, there really shouldn't be much communication because they should be making quite a bit of money. If you're selling for $300 a month and giving them 20%, that's $60 a month. I mean, that's not too shabby for just sending out a freaking link. Making a couple YouTube videos. I mean, that's what a lot of my affiliates do, is they just create content, throw it out on YouTube or different places that they associate with, and they just let it sit there. And they get leads every week from it without doing anything.
So here's a question. So this 5% override, like affiliate manager override, is that, where do I see, where is that in the affiliate manager?
So that's when you set up I use 5% as an example, but
sure.
That's when you set up your second tier. So your first tier, and some people are changing the way they do this. Some people are making it more complicated by saying, okay, we're going to eliminate that campaign because now we have second tier. We were doing 20%, but now we're going to make first tier 15% and then make second tier 5%. So that way we're not out more than 20%, which I think it's stupid. What's 5%? Come on. So it's just when you're adding the second tier. I mean, you could do 20 and 20 or 40 and 40, give away 80% of your money. I mean,
is
you
this
put whatever you want in those?
Sure, Charles.
Rates.
Are you referencing? I'm asking about how do I do it inside the affiliate manager? Like, is there
you create a campaign? So you create a campaign, and then towards the bottom you'll see where you can add your commission.
Second tier.
Yep.
So you go to your affiliate manager, and if it loads, I can show you something. You add a campaign.
By the way, is there a way to clear out this data?
Commission type is this. This is a second tier commission.
Oh, wait. Okay. That's when was this added? Is this new, or is this? Did I just
last week?
Fairly new. About a week.
Last week.
Okay. Well, that explains it then.
Because second tier came out last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that? Very cool.
I literally signed up for Rewardful, and I was shopping either Rewardful or First Promoter because I wanted the second tier. And then that same day, second tier launched. I'm like, think about it.
Okay, so you have to start a new campaign to have that second tier available?
No, you can edit a current campaign. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it in my current campaign.
Does it need to be turned on?
Oh yeah, it's a labs feature.
Yeah.
Turn it on.
You got to turn it on in labs so that's
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Excellent. Very cool.
Right, so before we shut everything, it's like we're like an hour and a half. So anybody want to see some cool stuff we've been working on?
Oh, dude, we just dropped an affiliate link down there. Just talk about that first. not
Yeah, what's
affiliate
that?
links,
What's
but a share
what's the,
funnel.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, what's the link?
I'll show you if you just
Show everything.
chill. So this is something I'm working on for a tutorial. So this is something that you can actually add as a, like, I'm like, this is the funnel share for that I shared in the chat, but this is basically like the super simple QR code generator that you can actually put in as like a side menu thing for your clients if you want, or for yourself, whatever you want. So you can add, and like you would want to put like maybe your QR code in here for your business, but I can put in like google.com and then I can generate the QR code, boop, and it generates a QR code. Or if I have a number, let's see, I clear that out
Ooh.
and I add like +1
Perfect.
912443618 and I do loyalty, then that creates a textable QR code.
Textable QR.
Yep.
Nice.
That is actually been one of the campaigns I was looking to put together, and having this little tool sitting on the right side is perfect.
Yeah, so you can put that right in. So yeah, and you know how to add a menu link, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, just go in here and add. Let's see, where is
It's very cool.
Oh, it's an agency.
Oh, it's in the agency
Sure.
law.
Yeah. So settings, custom menu link. So I come over here like this, boom, and I can put that in there. And
how are they saving it to a file or
You just
so if
download it,
Right
click and
click and
right
save.
click it?
yeah, you can click and it'll load it.
Okay,
You can
perfect.
right click and save. So so then so I basically would do like save a QR code like this and then like super QR or something like that. Add the link, save it. What? Oh,
select.
there we go. And then now, if I refresh and then go over here to say like HighLevel Freaks, boom, super QR is now iframed. So you got the funnel share. You can just customize it however you want, and it's up and running.
That's a nice little nifty tool.
Easy peasy. Well, yeah, it's always a good tool to have. So stuff for you can put in your review link. You could put in whatever you want in here. So
There's
Yeah,
so many things you can do. Just go crazy.
Yep.
I've been using QR Code Monkey, and that's a nice little tool.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like being able to put that logo right in the middle. It looks really sharp.
Yep. Well, they're like, as part of this API, this is like a free API. You can actually put a logo in there, but then of course you got to actually have a link to the image that you want to use for your logo. And given that clients are not bright, sometimes they would put like a link to a Pexels image or something that's 5,000 pixels wide by something stupid like that, right? So keeping it kind of limited, very easy. Like it's either going to go to a website or it's going to go to a textable message.
Oh yeah. No, this is awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Just like everything, we try to keep it simple.
Kiss.
Yeah.
Can you make it look better and fancier and all that? Yeah, go crazy with it.
Oh yeah.
This is the
nuts.
bare bones of
Add your
100%
branding to it,
works.
whatever you need to do. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll work. So second thing, somebody give me a business.
Pinnacle AI.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you asked.
Pinnacle AI.
It's
Air
not
duct cleaner.
searchable.
It is. Type in. There it is, right there. Broadway.
Nashville.
Okay.
On Broadway.
Oh, you got this done finally.
Yep.
Sweet.
What is
there you
this?
go.
That's
Automatic,
our
like
AI generating a response.
live review, live AI response demo.
Nice.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That was
So now
quick too.
We're going to be wiring this into our funnel that uses the business cards and everything else. I see Dwayne getting excited. So
Interesting.
yeah, what do you think?
I dig
Good
it.
job.
That's
Yeah.
very cool. Very cool presentation,
Now,
man.
Charles is only going to have 5-star reviews. So let's go like Pizza Street. That's like a pizza buffet. down from my house. So now you can see, like, if you have 1 star, of course it leaves like those gray, but yeah, there you go. So and
That
it
is
answers
loading
even-
super quick too.
Yeah, it even answers so this is actually, once you load it up, it uses the Google Places API, but then it also uses a Pabbly flow. You could probably use a Make flow as well if you wanted.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know that Zapier, and this is just using 3.5 too. So just GPT 3.5. So it is very, very fast. So yeah, done. So now we're going to wire this into our business card stuff. This is all running in HighLevel. So beautiful and ready to rock.
Oh, dig
We're
it.
very close to launching that. Like this is a great system, man.
Yeah. So this is, yeah. And so somebody being able to see just exactly like see this in real time, like, oh, those are my reviews. And right below that, we're going to have the big fat buy button.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yep. So good.
Man,
Yeah,
you could demo that just like in line waiting for your cheeseburger, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this.
Type it in, boom, there you go. Done. Yep.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
So yeah, so that is what we've been working on. That's yeah, that's it. And
So when you guys when you guys launching this?
Well, I'm actually building, like, so I'm gonna build out my funnel with it so we can actually have it with, like, we've got the SOP that we're building for the NFC QR code business cards for reviews. So that's actually a 2 snapshot.
I would say this month, 100%.
Absolutely this month. Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
So even though like this month's half over, so no pressure,
Charles,
right?
Last question for Charles. Are you using the I know you're using the client portal for the affiliate side for your affiliates, but are you using the community thing yet?
Yeah. Yep.
And
Yeah.
how do you mind how you're using it for your group?
So I use it for product updates, feature releases. We use it for a job board. So if people if they need work done, because I have so many people from all different industries and I don't do services. So having a job board, all it could go in there and say, hey, I need a logo made. And then people can comment on it and say, hey, I do logos or whatever. So we use it for a job board. We also just have a casual chat channel where anything goes. And then we have a networking channel. So they can put in about them, what they do, what they offer, and then people can connect and network.
Okay.
So that's about it. Yep.
Cool.
Very nice.
Thank you very much, Pat,
All right,
for
guys.
the QR. I'm going to throw it into my chat widget.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
me too. That's a very
Press release on it.
Yeah, load it up. Let me know what you think about it.
Hey,
No,
we need reviews. We want to collect reviews. So if anyone thinks we are worth a review or a testimonial, please, we would appreciate it.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do this for you guys.
Okay, well,
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Anytime. I'll get a. What, you tell me the product you want me to review for you, and I'll get
well,
it.
you decide, man. It's anything. Like
Yeah,
we want a real,
or just
testimonial.
HighLevel freaks, just Alok and
Yeah.
I in general.
And this is were you planning on putting the video reviews on one of your sites?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Or we might, I don't know. We don't have plans yet,
Hey,
but later in the future, maybe if we run an ad, we might use it. So
is there been any talk about live chat coming out soon?
level up.
It's coming out.
Most
level
likely.
Up. It's getting dropped on.
Most
Level Up.
likely, it's. I heard is within a week, but then I'm guessing they would just stop everything, big updates, and they would keep it for level up. So
Okay,
expect huge things on level up.
So live chat is coming. Are you guys going?
No.
I can't. We're like Medicare is.
What? You got that ticket?
No,
Yeah,
I actually
let it go.
Yeah, I
Damn
messaged him and said, "Hey, I love it. I really appreciate it. Never thought I'd win it, but I can't go because like
Wow.
Medicare open enrollment is starting at the end of the month, so I'm going to be swamped."
That sounds a lot more fun, Pat. Yeah,
Oh,
don't
I know,
go.
right? A bunch of geriatrics.
Charles, are you going?
Calling up.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Next
going to
year.
India.
I'll go next year. So I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna fly in on Charles's private jet.
Yeah, I'm already. It's funny.
He didn't deny that he had one.
Yeah.
I don't have one. I technically have a yacht, but
Well, okay, we can. Well, I mean, it's going to be in Dallas, right?
And
we
that's
can at
only
least
because
come
it's over
at least
25
come into
feet.
the Gulf. We can come right into the
Yeah.
Gulf and then drive on in.
if you have a sailboat that is greater than 25 feet long from bow to stern, you technically have a yacht.
Have a yacht.
So
Okay.
I have a 27-foot H boat. So
Well,
I technically.
All
All right.
have a
So for
yacht.
next week, I want to talk to you about play.
About play.
Yeah, it's a UpX competitor. It's gonna, I think,
Oh,
eat their
don't talk
lunch.
to me about ads. I'll tell you to stop wasting your money.
Oh, I'm talking about having done for you, having do it yourself built in.
Good luck
You don't
with
have
that.
Stay away from it.
If you know ads,
Mhm.
or you have a reliable outsource, which I would highly tell you to go with an outsource. It's just a nightmare. You're going back into the same nightmare thing that most people are trying to get away from when they go to HighLevel, which is, this isn't working. I want to pull the plug.
Got it.
Not
Okay.
to say it can't work, but I mean, I've used Play. I played around with Play, but it's okay. I mean, it's nothing. It's like, okay, it's kind of a janky version of Apex that includes a couple extra platforms. Okay, they're both buggy as hell, but they do what they're supposed to do. It's just, you really have to be transparent when you're, people get in there and they try to start selling Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever, and that's great and all, but if you're not going to put real money to it, you're never going to see results.
Got it.
You got to put money to those ads. You cannot be skimping on the budget. If you're doing $10 a day on a campaign that has 5 ad sets or 4 ad sets in it, you might as well just take that $10 bill and burn it.
Got it.
It's not going to do anything.
You're right.
Unless you're just in a very low acquisition cost market, which there aren't many right now. I mean, economy plays into this.
Running in like trying to run ads in Q4. Everyone is jumping into the pool because of Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the holidays, e-com.
Yeah.
Like September started as an absolute shit show for our ads. Like our ads fire up in the morning. Like we turn ads on and then we turn them off and we turn them on again. So we turn our ads on, and then like for several days in a row, in the first 30 minutes, they were spending most of their budget.
My best advice to you, if you want to play around with ads, for clients,
I manage ads now, but I want to get out of it altogether.
So look at the easiest way for them to get the benefit and for you not to have to manage it is TikTok, believe it or not. If they're already on TikTok and they have, like, they're doing pretty decent, they just need more exposure, they can simply promote their current videos that they already have in their profile that are already done. They can simply turn those into ads.
Spark ads or something, that's what they call it.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, TikTok has, even since its inception of doing ads, it has been at or better ROI than Facebook. And Facebook has always historically been the lowest cost per actual sale. Okay. Yes, CPC through Google is a lower cost per action, of course, but per sale, Facebook has always killed it. TikTok has given them a huge run for their money. But then even if they don't, I've seen people get results with some pretty crappy outsourced 30-second videos that were just like clearly done in Canva, and it's just an animation. Like, it's not even a real video. So it's just, it works. TikTok's a huge platform, and guess what? HighLevel integrates with TikTok forms on those ads, so it's the same process. Yeah, I just, The thing I run into all the time is ads accounts getting shut down. That's a freaking nightmare. Even if you run UpHex or Play, you're still gonna have to deal with
Still the
that.
same.
That's the number one pain in the rear with Facebook ads is ads accounts getting suspended. Or they have an ads account that's not connected to their personal account because they have 5 different personal accounts, and you're spending 3 weeks trying to figure out what the hell they've even done to even get something going. UpHex and Play, all those, they don't fix those traditional issues. They can't. You're still going to deal with that stuff.
Got it.
You still have to do content creation.
Well, again, what I saw with Play was the use of AI to write ad copy, and
yeah,
Well,
it does.
UpHex has its own version of doing
It does.
that as well. So like
They
it's-
both do. They
Yeah.
both do. But while Play does an amazing job at well-known brands, you know, you notice how they use McDonald's
Mhm.
in their ads. Yeah, well, there's a reason for that.
I
They don't
use
use obscure brands because the AI is going to generate some absolute crap.
I use a couple of prompts to generate some ads, and I still end up having to do a fair amount of editing to make it decent.
Yeah.
Like I have this client, this is what they're offering. I need you to talk in like dynamic, visceral, real world language, you know, this is the offer, blah, 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 that sort of thing. These are the features, etc. And it takes a lot of like, nope, not exactly right. Less this, more of this, you know, and then I can take a lot of that and then mash. You still have, like, there's a lot of human editing that goes, like, I've seen some posts recently, like, how do I just have AI do everything for me kind of a thing? It's like, dude, no, you're the kind of person that's going to generate a stupid prompt and have garbage come out and you're still going to run it.
Yep.
So, you know, like,
well, Play's doing the images.
It takes a decent amount of editing. And so the clients are typically not going to be that creative about it.
And Play's doing, see, UpHex has taken a smarter route because what they're doing is say, hey, go find an throw it in here, and we'll basically spin it using AI. Yeah. That's basically what their system is doing, which is a heck of a lot better than having a user that knows nothing about ad copy or copy at all, fill in the boxes, and we'll spit something out. Lord knows what they're going to put in those boxes. And so the result is going to be so wide. And then you roll in the image side of it. Again, there's a reason why they use McDonald's in all their examples, because of course it can pick up imagery and colors and, you know, designs based off of McDonald's. Hell, it's been around forever. Of course it's in ChatGPT or OpenAI. You know, there's a ton of info there. But what I tell people to do is if that's the route you want to go, you're trying to really hand it off to Play and just let Play do its thing, generate the images, write the copy, everything. Find some other agency owners besides yourself, take their agency name and throw it in there and see what it comes up with. And you let me know if you're happy with the results.
What UpHex has is it has the feature in there where Groupon ads. So let's say you go to Groupon and you figure out a campaign, right? Which is running on Groupon. You take that and it would spin up that campaign, which is already working somewhere, and would spin up and help you make a template out of it. So that is a good thing. And the other thing, the whole mindset behind who's running UpHex and who's running Play. Play is software developers who knows good tech. So they're building tech related stuff, right? They've got all the tech involved in all that. Whereas UpHex is run by someone who has a successful agency. So they are trying to bring those features, which 100% works and helps you as an agency owner. So there are positives and negatives to both. You have to just, weigh it out and see what works for you.
I think I got my answer. Stay away from it.
No, I would not say stay away from it. Like, if it's a good handy feature, but if you're solely thinking of, hey, let me just load this feature as a custom menu link and let my clients play with it and launch their own ads without me doing anything, they would bomb, because then you are just dependent on the AI.
I think I would do a probably every week, every 2 weeks, do like a 1 hour lunch and learn on.
Yeah,
on
but
that.
what I would recommend is then based on your expertise, you also build some templates, and
Mhm.
you can build templates just like UpHex into play as
Mhm.
well. You can build some
Yeah.
templates based on your expertise and give those templates as a launch. Like, hey,
Mhm.
I would recommend you launch with this templates because it's proven, it comes from me. Start with this. And then if you want to build out some, do some test campaigns here and there, then use our AI and do that. That, I guess, is a better route of leveraging this. But I would not recommend like, hey, let's just put a blank play account as a custom menu link and let the AI decide what's right and what's wrong. So
The people that
get
are successful with UpHex are doing what Alec just talked about.
exactly,
Like
they
they
have
are
their own
creating
successful
templates
campaigns.
for their clients to use. They're not letting their clients. They may go in and make some. They basically lay out a template. They may change like percentage off or whatever the special offer is. Like sometimes that stuff has to change dynamically as you go through the year or promotions, but they're the ones, they're still doing very much a lot of ad agency work. It's just now we don't have to worry about turning on, turning off, setting budgets. Like we give them a library that's built for their business. How deep you want to go down that rabbit hole is up to you, because if you start customizing the templates too much, then you can't use them for other clients.
Mhm.
So it's kind of a balancing. For me, it's just a no, because I know how big of a pain in the rear Facebook is when it comes to suspended accounts and just cutting an account off for no freaking reason. I mean, I've seen companies that have consistently spent $10,000 a month every freaking month out of nowhere, running the same ads, haven't even touched anything in months, shut down, can't get back into it. It's crazy. And for me, there ain't enough money in the world for me to beat my head up against a wall with Facebook. There's just not.
Okay.
But some people don't have an issue with it. If you're comfortable with that,
No, I don't want any.
I mean, it's a good revenue source. I mean, you can definitely add more revenue to your agency.
Well, I was looking at, your pricing model of $297, $397, and if they want
heck
to,
no.
no, for this would be
Yeah.
more like $697, $797.
Oh yeah, okay.
So to be very fair, Stephen, I have
you do it all
UpHex.
for $297.
To be very fair, I have UpHex, and I think I'm going to stick with UpHex for now. And that's why I said I saw that Play. Paulson did an interview with the Play founder or CEO, whatever he is.
Mhm.
I'm going to stick with UpHex for now because I think they're better as an agency model. Like if I'm going towards ads, like, hey, if I want to provide ads to my clients and a platform which would help them run ads, I think UpHex has a weightage here because they have their own agency and they understand what are the current metrics and what exactly does an agency need. The other benefit with UpHex is they have those template metrics. So let's say there's a proven template, right? Which is literally crushing for Invisalign campaigns for dentists, right? You can have that same template running between 20 different dentist accounts, and you would be able to see this template, this ad particular campaign has generated 1,000 patients. That's why you need to sign up for this program, because we know what works, stuff like that. So that is a very huge advantage with UpHex, which I don't think so Play has.
No, it doesn't.
So there, like I said, man, there are positives and negatives to both. I would choose UpHex for now. Doesn't mean Play is not good.
And they're involved.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like they have the webinars that they host. They have a course. Jacob, and I mean, they do listen. Jacob will hop on a call and go freaking nuts with you because that's his rabbit hole. He loves it. Yeah. He eats and breathes it every day, all day. He loves it. And he is no stranger to jumping on with someone to fix a problem or strategize something that should take like 15, 30 minutes. 2 hours later, he's still on the Zoom call with them, like giving them a whole complete rundown, building out their whole campaign and everything for them. It's just, it's his kryptonite. I mean, he just loves it. If I had to pick between the two, because I always go back to customer service, And I feel like I would get a whole lot better customer service from Apex. I know I would than Play. Just
I can vouch for that too. Yeah,
they got skin in the game.
Jake has been awesome for me. He's helped me out a lot. He's great. Everything you just said, Charles, very good. And they got a new guy there to host they host a Wednesday how to ask me anything.
Dude,
awesome.
Those two are amazing. Jacob and what's his
Alex.
name?
Alex.
Yeah. They unreal. Anyways, it's almost 2 hours. Let's end this.
Yep.
We can talk for hours on hours. So
all right, guys. Check you
Yep.
out later, man. It's been good.
Yep. See you guys next week. Let me know what you think
All
of the little menu thing there. And
Love it.
Chat you guys later.
Awesome.
Thank
See
you.
you guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Better on.